Hi folks, Mern here, bringing you my first hopes and predictions list for 2024. So we've just had the LVO reveal show. Didn't get to stay up and watch it, but caught the reveals this morning. And I can safely say there's a lot I can miss out on, I think, which means I can focus on other projects first, get them finished, get on with Old World as well. I want to get on with that. But yeah, not a lot I'm majorly hyped for. Maybe Toll and his companions. They look nice for a painting project for Age of Sigmar. Other than that, I can probably pass up the Night Lords and Mandrakes. The new generator terrain piece looks kind of nice and bulky. Will go matching quite nicely with the landing platform. But yeah, Tau Kroot don't interest me. New warbands for Warcry doesn't interest me. The Underworld warband not too bad. A Necromancer and some zombies looks kind of cool. And yeah, I'm still kind of struggling to get into Horus Heresy, so not too bothered by the Solar Auxilia. So what I'm going to do for this video is it's going to be primarily 40k focused because I haven't heard much in the way of roadmap stuff for AOS. The only thing we do know for AOS is we are gearing up towards a new edition with hopefully, or the rumoured of Stormcast facing off against Skaven. Whether there'll be Eshin or Pestilence flavoured Skaven or something totally new, we don't quite know. I'm hoping something new. Would be nice to have Scryer, maybe new Clan Rats, more dynamic looking for Age of Sigmar would be quite nice, maybe more dynamic looking Storm Vermin. But yeah, we're also expecting to get the Dark Elves or Shadow Elves coming soon as well. We have had one reveal for them at LVO, which was again another one that's quite interesting. It's a winged sorcerer for Morai Hague. Worshipping cults, comes in a box with 5 Doomfire Warlocks and 10 Witch Elves. Yeah, not too bad. I'd probably not bother with that. I don't like Doomfire Warlocks. They've been kind of forced on you lately in a lot of the Daughters of Cain boxes. But yeah, she looks kind of cool, or hunched over, wings sort of draped over her, long hair on a ruined piece of masonry. Looks really cool. So that's pretty much all I can say for AOS. Stormcast, we're supposed to be getting, I'm not too sure how true this is, but there's rumours of gunpowder using Stormcast. Not too sure if that's true or not. Would be quite interesting if they did do it that way. But yeah, other than that, I'm not too sure what else they're going to bring. Maybe update versions of some of the older Stormcast stuff. Liberators, etc. in the newer Thunderstrike armor. That'd be quite interesting, I think. But yeah, let's go in with the 40k stuff that I personally think might be coming out this year within, well, at least the first half. So I've written down all of the things on the roadmap, codexes, and the order they may or may not be coming out in. So it's just basically the list that they are on the actual picture. So we'll start with the Dark Angels. We know what's coming for that. It's the Deathwing stuff, Belial, the companions, which I do want to get and put with the Lion. And we're of course getting the new Asmodai. There is a possibility we may also be getting a new Ezekiel, the Grandmaster Librarian. Other than that, yeah, we've pretty much seen everything we're getting for that. So moving swiftly on to the next codex to be released, which is Orcs. We know we're getting a big mechy type character. Rumours of it being a sort of big mech suit, similar size to a Dreadnought, Redemptor, Dreadnought. So yeah, it could be quite interesting. We might even get some other orky mech stuff as well. I know the Death Dreads are kind of new kit, but maybe an updated version with some different weapon options, perhaps. Maybe new looters and burners. That's the only other thing I could possibly think of. So yeah, pretty small release for Orcs. I mean, most of these codexes are going to get at least one character with their launch, so it's something or nothing. Moving on then, the next one in the list is the Adeptus Custodes. So we know we're getting a new character from the New Year's preview teaser. He's got a Melter Lance, a shield, a rather nice heroic sort of pose. We might get new units to accompany him, also using Melter weapons, or they might allow you to start using the Forge World weapons in 40k. That's the only other thing I could think of. But yeah. Next then is the Tau, and as I've just mentioned, that got revealed at LVO last night. It's a big Kroot box. There's 15 models, a new Shaper, 20 of the new updated Kroot with some little Kroot Hound companions. A Krootox rider with the big gun, and 3 brand new Krootox Rampagers, I think they're called, which are like a cavalry version with melee weapons and generic Kroot type guns attached. So yeah, that's stuff that we pretty much know of. Now we're into a little bit of a foggy and definitely wishlisty sort of territory. So after the Tau Codex, it is Chaos Space Marines. There's a lot going on with Chaos Space Marines. There's been rumours of new bikes, new jump pack lord, possibly a new bike lord, a Terminator lord as well has been rumoured. Personally though, I do think we are going to see Huron Blackheart. He has been rumoured for a long time, and I believe a rumour engine last year was his little lizard companion. So yeah, that's definitely a good sign of Huron coming. There's a rumour of a box set featuring the Terminator Lord, the Jump Lord, and I think it's Raptors and Terminators to go with them. Not too sure. The only other thing I can think of would be finally multi-part obliterators, because we only get them in that set where they are locked in with the Venom Crawler. It would be nice if we got both multi-part versions of those with perhaps new weapon options and customization components. And after that, the only other thing is upgrade sets. So we know we're getting a Night Lord one with Kill Team and the Mandrakes, which is just an upgrade frame to the classic, well now classic Chaos Space Marine set. Pretty cool. Backpack components, heads, capes, weapons and all sorts, helmets, to make your Chaos Space Marines look a little more Night Lordy. So the only thing I can think of is we'll get those, but for some of the other legions. If Huron Blackheart is to come, safe to say we'll get an upgrade kit for Red Corsairs. They are one of my favourites of the Traitor Warbands. Goes back to my early days of getting into the hobby. In the same White Dwarf that I purchased, the first issue I ever purchased. The 2 armies in the Tale of 4 Warlords I really liked was, of course, as you know, Crimson Fists and the Red Corsairs, which was the Chaos Space Marine faction of the time, kind of new at the time as well, introduced in the Chaos Space Marines, I think it was either the 4th or 5th edition Codex, one of the two. I can't remember if they actually got a 5th edition Codex. I think they were still running off a 4th, and they didn't get anything until 6th edition. But yeah, it would be nice to see some new Chaos upgrade kits for all the different legions, etc. After Chaos Space Marines, it's Genestealer cults, and really I don't know what we want or need for Genestealer cults. Recently there was a rumour that it may be an upgrade kit that will work with the newer Cadians, so you can use new Acadian stuff in with the Genestealer cult stuff. So, because we now can't get hold of the old Acadian stuff outside of, I think you can still get the Brood Brothers set, I'm not too sure. Other than that, I'm thinking possibly something fast, maybe winged, possibly, I don't know. There's been a lot of talk about jump pack stuff in a lot of armies. So maybe Genestealer that has evolved into wings or something. Maybe a Genestealer gargoyle hybrid sort of thing. The only other thing I could think of we'll get is Pure Strain Genestealers, though I think they might save that for a Space Hulk set, which is, again, it's been rumoured for a long time, but with the new edition of Kill Team that we had with all the boarding patrol terrain and stuff like that, I really think we could do a Kill Team based on a Space Hulk, and melee Terminators along with Genestealers would be pretty cool. So after that, then we get the Adeptus Sororitas, and this is another faction where I'm not too sure they really need anything new. For a safe bet though, I've put the one thing I want to see, and that is a jump pack Canoness to make the jump pack units a little more usable. Seraphim and Zephyrim are kind of overlooked. We have slower moving units that do the same sort of thing. They really need some more support. Other than that, there's two other things I could think of. Preachers / missionaries, maybe you get 2 in a box with loads of different options. So you can attach those to your armies. You can either make 1 preacher and a missionary, or 2 missionaries, whichever you prefer. And they can also be used for Imperial Guard as well, who can take them. That'd be something kind of cool. The only other thing I think the Sisters of Battle really need is a dedicated Adeptus Sororitas flyer. The Grey Knights, of course, have access to all the Space Marine flyers. The Death Watch has access to their own specific flyer, so that just leaves the Sisters as a wing of the Inquisition without a flyer. And while they could take Valkyries and stuff, and I believe Arvus Lighters and various other Forge World kits, they are more Imperial Guard aligned than just Adeptus Sororitas. I think the Sisters need their own dedicated flyer. Thinking a low altitude thing with, the whole Holy Trinity, Melter, Bolter, Flamer sort of weapons. Something to bring in some fast, lethal support. That's really the only things I can think of. But I think the standout ones would definitely be the Canoness Jump Pack or the Preachers. Other than that, we've kind of got everything the Sisters need. We've got the Novitiates pretty recently from Kill Team. We've got the Paragon Warsuits. Yeah, there's not a lot. Maybe a new Living Saint, just so we don't have to always use Celestine and count her as a different Living Saint. Because I'm sure there's more than one Living Saint still. I'm not too sure about that though. Alright, time for the final thing that we know. The only other rumoured book is a redacted book. Now, there's 2, possibly 3 things I think this could be. First off, Emperor's Children. I'm thinking Emperor's Children because I don't see them doing 2 Imperial factions. But there's also the fact that we are getting a new edition of 40k close to the same, 40k, a new edition of Age of Sigmar close to the same time that Codex is rumored to be coming out. I don't think they're going to just push 2 real big brand new ranges and a brand new edition at the same time. But if it was Emperor's Children, you would of course get Fulgrim, Lucius, maybe Eidolon, as I've heard rumoured, and of course Noise Marines, maybe something else. Emperor's Children upgrade kit for Terminators and Chaos Space Marines. The only other thing, this does contradict what I just said about not having 2 Imperium armies in a same launch period. The other one would be the Agents of the Imperium, which has a good amount of stuff, so could have a brand new codex and a small wave of models and not interfere with any other big releases at the same time. So for that, you would definitely get the previously mentioned in lore activation and return of Inquisitor Cotes, big golden guy, massive hammer, Cyber Eagle. Updated plastic kit for him would be pretty cool. We'd of course get maybe some acolytes with him, a multi-part Inquisitor kit, so you can build a generic Inquisitor from any of the 3 main ordos, or perhaps one that could be from any of the different other ordos. And there's been rumours that we could get updated versions to the Tempesta Scions, maybe Inquisitorial Stormtroopers, and of course upgrade kits, so you could have like vehicles and stuff identified as Inquisition. Now, my third possibility, which is a wild card, mind you, is I don't see them doing it because, again, it's a brand new range unless they use a lot of upgrade components, and that would be Dark Mechanicum. They could get away with very little stuff being brought out, maybe some Chaos specific units and then upgrades for all the Adeptus Mechanicus stuff to turn it into darker versions. So I'm pretty sure they still have the Scutari cohorts, etc. in the Dark Mechanicum side of things. But yeah, that's a sort of a wild card thought for me. I'd definitely like to see perhaps something new for Chaos. We've got Vashtor. He'd definitely be in a Dark Mechanicum book. So yeah, that could be quite interesting. So that's everything that we know is coming out, or well, that is everything that has been revealed in the roadmap and my predictions of what will be with those releases. The only other one I want to talk about, because I've been wanting to talk about this for a while, and that's my hopes for an updated Grey Knights range. So I want to see for Grey Knights a pretty updated range of models. We know they can do it. They've given us Castellan Crow previously, who's beautiful. I've got a second one that I'm going to paint in the newer colour scheme that I've worked out for my previous paint video, which you may or may not have seen. I'll try and link it. But yeah, I'd like to see new Strike Marines, new Terminators in a better scale. I'd also like to see perhaps a dedicated solo kit for Interceptors, so we can have them in a bit more of a dynamic pose, much like Assault Marines. That'd be kind of cool. The only other thing I would like to see for Grey Knights is maybe new updated Dreadnought that is Grey Knight specific. That'd be quite nice. And the other thing is updated models for purgation, and I'd like them to be similar to Gravis models. Nice chunky suits, heavy guns, as opposed to just looking like more generic Grey Knights with slightly heavy guns. Definitely want to see a brand new range for Grey Knights going into the near future. Like I said, they don't need to do a major upgrade to everything, just the Terminators / Paladins. I'd like to see the Paladins maybe have a little more ornamentation than the regular Terminators, maybe have them robed cloaks like they're all higher ranking Grey Knights. That'd be kind of cool. Because there's not a lot to differentiate them. There's literally just different helmets and different added on back detailings. They could definitely do something a little bit better than just that. So yeah, Terminator / Paladin kit updated would be quite nice. Strike Squad kit, a little bit more dynamic pose, I think would be a lot better. Dedicated Interceptor kit and a dedicated Purgation Squad kit. Other than that, that's pretty much all you really need to do. So about 4 kits, really, 5 if you want to add in a new Caldor Drago plastic kit or Captain Stern plastic kit. But yeah, that's just a nice sort of, in the future, what we could possibly get. So yeah, other than that, thank you all very much for watching. Big shout out to, of course, all my supporters, whether you're on Patreon or whether you are on YouTube. Thank you all for your continued support. So yeah, drop a comment down below with your own predictions of what will be coming out in the next couple of months of 40k. We'll have like a friendly good discussion down there. Do you think I'm kind of on the nail, or do you have your own wild ideas of what could be coming? Finally then, don't forget, of course, do all the usual. Like, share, and of course subscribe, as we are nearing 500 subscribers, and I will hopefully do something special for that. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. Thank you all very much again for watching, and until next time, stay safe and happy hobbying. Goodbye.